You want some energy in your sets? We're going to talk about that today. Welcome to Sweetwater. I'm DJ E-Clyps, and we're going to learn about energy in your DJ sets, something that will separate you from everybody else, because some people have the innate ability of putting people to sleep, but it will not be you. You will be different. You will graduate into the world of sonic greatness. How do you achieve that? Kind of depends on your genre of music. Depends if you're playing more electronic, maybe some hip hop, maybe a little club stuff, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to play Turn Down for What while grandma's eating her mashed potatoes at that wedding reception. Don't do that. Wrong kind of energy. The thing that's important in keeping up the energy in a DJ set is to really read the room. And I know a lot of people say this, but it's really an important thing. You're not going to be able to keep up the energy in the room if you're DJing the whole time with your head down to the ground. What do we mean by DJing with your head down? It's one of these scenarios where you catch the one guy and he's in the DJ booth and you probably haven't seen his face for a whole 2 hours because he's doing this. Wrong. Part of the thing that'll help you keep the energy up in your DJ sets is to really know your records. You know, that was a really valuable tip that I learned early in my DJ career, because my mentors had told me that the one thing you want to know is you want to know your records. You want to know how long of an intro you have in your break. You want to know how long your outro is. You want to know where the hooks fall in. You want to know where all the necessary pieces are. So that way, if you have to make a transition, you know exactly when to get in and when to get out. And if you don't know your records, a really scary thing can happen. Like, for example, say you download a brand new promo, you go play it in the club, you don't know where the next verse comes in, you mix another track, and now you've got two vocals clashing with each other. That will ruin your set. That will destroy the energy just like that. So it's really important to know your records. If you can, before your set, take the time to really listen to your records, maybe set some hot cues in your playlist. Get all those things together so that way when you're in the middle of it, you know exactly where you're going, and then you can take the crowd where you want to go. Next tip, you want to own the mic, or as I call it, know thy mic. Let the mic be your friend, especially if you're working in a club environment, because a lot of times club owners are going to want you to talk with the crowd, engage with the crowd, keep them motivated. And when I say talk on the mic, I don't just mean, put your hands up, everybody make some noise. Way more than that. Making the mic your friend is engaging, not necessarily in conversations, but just to let them know that you're hype. When they hear the hype in your voice, then they're going to want to get hyped. You have to engage. And also, if you're working in certain club environments, they may want you to advertise drink specials. They may want you to shout out somebody who's in the room at a birthday. You may have to shout out somebody in the VIP. Hey, you may even want to plug yourself. It makes your job even harder if you don't say a word for the entire night and you're hoping that your records are going to do the talking. That's going to make your night really long. So if you can, take some time when you're practicing to not only practice your DJ sets, but also practice on the mic. Make the mic your friend. Another important thing to keep the energy up in your sets is your body language. Your body language tells everything. If you look like that you don't want to be there, guess what? They're not going to want to be there. If you look like the records that you're playing aren't moving you and motivating you, guess what? Your dance floor is going to be empty. That's kind of the way it works. Because 9 times out of 10, the DJ booth is in a spot where everybody can see it. So even when you're not looking at them, sometimes they're looking dead at you. And if your body language says that you're not really in it, they're not going to be in it. So body language, knowing your records, you see how these things are all starting to come together now? These are the things that make your DJ sets go up to the next level and will get you more bookings, because no one wants to book a boring DJ. I had a DJ booking once, and it was just some weird town in Ohio somewhere. I really don't even remember the name of it. And I remember everything about that booking started out horrible. I got to the city, the hotel wasn't booked. They didn't give me the directions. The guy didn't answer the phone. So by the time I checked into the room, the last thing I really wanted to do was DJ. I was wiped out, I was agitated, I was tired, but I knew I had a job to do. So what I had to do was, before I got into my set, luckily I got there about an hour and a half early, and I just sat there and I had conversations with the bartenders. I asked them what kind of music they liked, what kind of things got them motivated, what kind of music was popular in that city, what's the vibe of the club. And so that way, by the time people really started coming in, I had a better understanding of where to go, what to do, what to play, and who to engage with. Because when you first start your set at the beginning of the night, not everybody's in the mood to dance. Some people need a little motivational juice. Some people just need to sit down. Some people need to wait for that perfect one to walk through the room with the glowing hair and they go, yeah, now I'm ready to turn it up a little bit. So I had to engage with the bartenders. So that way I was basically DJing for them. And the more I DJ for them, the more people came to the dance floor. So then by the time I really got into the peak hour of what I was trying to do, the whole club was engaged, had a wonderful night, and they wanted to book me again. But I told them no. Let's be honest, that room sucked. You have to bring the energy and you have to bring the vibe and you also have to build a relationship. Sometimes it's that one person in the room, the one person who comes in just to dance the night away, and you have to focus on that person. And then that person turns into two people, and then those people turn to a crowd of people, and that's what's going to make your night great. But that's where all these things come into play. Knowing your records, working the mic, body language, keeping your head up, all these things all mold together, and that's what's going to make your set the next level. Those are the things that will make people remember you the next time they book another DJ. Here at Sweetwater, we're not just interested in selling you the right gear, but making sure that gear works for you. And if that includes giving you extra tips to make that gear help you make more opportunities, that's what this series is here for. So if you have any questions about this gear or any other questions, feel free to call your Sweetwater sales engineer or go to sweetwater.com for more info. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be a dork, because I know there's people in the world that like to watch these videos and they just go about their business. Hit the like button. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. And matter of fact, you see that little bell at the bottom with notifications? You can ding that too. You can click here for more videos like this, or in anywhere in your search. Don't forget to go to sweetwater.com for all your music instruments and pro audio needs, because we actually have the gear. You can like buy it and then we ship it to your house and you open the box and you go, gear. See you next time.